Hello and welcome back to Late Nights with Fred. I'm your host, Fred Beck, and tonight we'll be heading into the world of student living. We've got two very special guests on the show tonight. We've got Andy Hashini, who'll be showing us a smoothie for students who want a late night drink without a hangover. And we've also got Matthew Hitchcock, who'll be making life a little bit easier for us about the life hacks. We'll be doing a little bit of food, and we'll be doing a bit of life hacks today. Make sure you look forward to it. Okay, so what was your go-to meal when you were at university?
I used to make this cream cheese sort of pasta with fried salmon.
I eat a lot of spaghetti hoops and bagels.
Tesco.
It's either noodles or rice with some sort of protein, chicken or meat.
Chicken, burger, and egg.
Normally pasta with turkey mince, and then I got some frozen vegetables.
Filled aubergine. We'll prepare biryani or chicken.
Chicken burger and fries that is served in the canteen.
Often international stuff because it was in a mixed house.
Hello and welcome back to the show. I'm joined by Andy Hashini, who will be teaching me a little about student living. Andy, take it away from here, mate.
Hi, thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it. So I'm here to teach you guys how to make a quick and easy smoothie for you uni students out there. It will keep you energized for your lectures, which are very long.
And you make this a lot?
Yes. This is very popular. It's very popular because it's very tasty and it has a lot of energy in it. It's very simple to make. It only has one ingredient and a bit of water.
Yeah, it looks simple.
So what you want to do is you get your blender and you want to just open it. And then you want to put a bit of water in, but you don't want to put too much water in because the more water, then it's the thinner it is, and it won't taste as nice. You want a smoothie to be thick. So then you put the water in, and it's a cupful. So it's about a cupful. So what you do is you want to get your mango, but the thing is with mango, it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. So you need a large quantity. So then overall the smoothie will be nice and tasty. So then you want to kind of just grab your mango.
And normally you'd be doing this like a fork or something, but this time you've got gloves.
Sorry?
Normally you'd be doing it with a fork, scraping it in there, but you've got gloves this time.
I need gloves, just so obviously the hands won't be sticky. Whoops, dropped a bit on there.
And you generally make a mess when you're doing this?
Oh yes, it's always a big mess, always a big mess.
And this is always quick and easy to do and cheap.
Yeah, look, it's only one ingredient and you need a bit of water. When water's free, who doesn't have water? Come on, who doesn't have water?
Exactly.
And you want to, I don't know, you can get a kilogram of a mango for about £1. So
yeah, it's not too much.
So then you want to do is make sure you have the lid on, otherwise it will spill everywhere and it will make a bigger mess. So you make sure it's nice and secured. You want to turn it on.
Make sure you hold it down, you're not going flying everywhere.
I know, you don't want it flying everywhere.
And how long does this last for?
You want to kind of leave it for about 30 seconds, so it's nice and thick.
And do you cook a lot then?
Sorry?
Do you do cooking a lot?
I do a lot of cooking. So you want to kind of leave it for a little bit more. Okay.
Yeah, careful not to miss it. I've got a few allergies, so you have to taste it,
It's all right. So I just want to
I only like apple juice and
pour
water.
a little bit here. Do you want to try some?
No, I'm all right. I only like apple juice and water. You can have a sip.
Okay, that's okay. Well, how come you don't want a bit?
Well, I'm allergic to a few things. You don't want to risk anything.
Do you not like my cooking?
No, I'm not being. I haven't tried it, so I can't comment on that.
Okay, well, that's
nice.
very tasty.
And what other recipes do you know? Is this your main one you normally use?
Well, I mean, this recipe can be changed. You can put whatever you want. You can have you have any other fruits, strawberries, watermelon it goes really well, but you can also put a bit more sugar in it. So then it
Well, it's
will give
granulated sugar, just pouring it in.
Yeah, it's always best to pour it in because then it will blend in properly. So it's always best to do that. But yeah, you can use any other fruits. You can put in, yeah, like I said, watermelon, strawberry, any of that works. I mean, you said you like apple, so
Yeah.
apple
Chuck a few
always
apples
works.
in.
Apple always
Make
does,
sure we
does
skin them
work.
beforehand, so you know.
Yeah, of
skins.
course. You don't want the skin in there. But yeah, overall, I would say it's a 10 out of 10
Pretty
for a
nice.
smoothie.
And you're looking to get into like food and the catering industry. Is that your goal?
Yeah, that is my goal so far. Yeah, I mean, right now I work at a restaurant and it's quite good. I'd like to have my own one.
That sounds pretty good. Well, Andy, thanks for coming on the show today. I'm sure maybe one day I'll try and get a sip of that, but
Hopefully.
we'll
Thank
see
for
you
having
after the
me.
break. Hello and welcome back to the show. I'm joined by we're very lucky to have him today, another special guest. I'm joined by Matthew Kodacek, who's been teaching us some university life hacks. So Matthew, take it away from here then, mate.
Well, it's very nice to be on the show. So in university, there's a lot of different problems that you can have, lots of things that you can struggle with when you're stuck in your dorm.
Especially if a lockdown, everyone's stuck in their dorms.
Exactly, everyone's stuck in their rooms. So one of the things that you'll have an excess of is packaging. Jars, bottles, things like that when you're making food. And your first thing to do would be to throw them away, right? So instead of throwing them away, one of the things you can do is you can instead use them for storage. And have you heard of these? They're these zero waste stores. So basically these zero waste stores, you go in and they have no packaging, none. They don't have bags, they don't have anything for their things. So what you do is you have to bring your own. So what you can do is you can bring a jar or you can bring a bag or whatever, and you bring it, and then you'll open it up and you fill it with whatever it is. So they sell things like beans, rice, lentils, things like that.
Or like good natural food.
Exactly.
Not
exactly.
like Haribo sweets.
Great,
or anything
grainy
like that.
things, things the carbohydrates, that sort of thing, things that fill you. So I have examples here. So you have black beans and you have some lentils. Those are quite useful for that sort of thing. And yeah, you can use those sort of things for packaging and stuff like that. Another thing as well is when you're making food, in lots of these dorms and areas like that, they have, communal areas for making food, kitchens and things like that. You don't really have one in your own room. And they'll have a communal microwave where everyone will use to make their food.
Make sure it's clean as well, because when you've got your microwave in university,
Exactly.
people can leave it
kind
awful.
of grimy and kind of nasty. So sometimes you're running for time, you don't really have very much time, and you want to make more than one meal for yourself because you feel like it. So what you can do is if you grab a cup, place it upside down, place one plate there, you place one plate there, you put that in the microwave. That'll cook both of them at the same time, but you won't have to worry about spillage or anything like that because they'll stay steady, especially with one that doesn't have the rotating plate, because lots of them nowadays, they don't need them anymore. They'll cook anyway as equally as you need them to. So that's another way you can use them. Then we have the most useful thing in the world for any uni student, Post-it notes. You can use them for obviously the basic thing of reminders. So you can stick them to your monitor to be like, oh, I have to do this thing at 6.
It's kind of like Alexa, but 10 years ago when Alexa didn't exist.
Exactly, when technology was bad. So instead, you can use them for for the basic thing of reminders and things like that. But also, let's say you're using your keyboard and you're eating something at the same time. It's like a grain bar, like a granola bar. What kind of things do you eat? Do you think
Well,
like
I'm allergic to nuts, so I can't have many granola bars.
What kind of thing would you normally have then as like a snack?
Or I normally have a few strawberries, maybe a banana. But Matthew, I'm afraid we're just out of time here. But thanks for coming on the show. I'm sure we'll catch us soon.
Thank you for having me.
We'll catch you guys after the break. Well, thank you very much for tuning in and watching Late Nights with Fred. We all really appreciate it. and I'm sure we'll catch you next week. Got a very special guest on next week. Only one guest. I know we had 2 this week, but I'm sure we'll catch you soon. Thanks for watching, and good night.